Between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Ohio State Buckeyes taking on the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
Number 10.
Toe to leather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense takes the field to start this game off. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming in.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Hurtado. Got his man quickly.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
They are trying to set the tone on the opening drive of the game. They could punt, pin them back deep. Instead, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Dogs are marching down the field. Running back searching for a hole. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Looking for space. It's O'Grady. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. It's complete to the right. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. After that last completion, it's second down. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The 11th play of this opening drive, they face a third and short. Running with power. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. I mean, they're about to run out of plays. 12th play of the drive coming up. Forced out of the pocket. Quarterback gets the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They go to the ground. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Pocket starts to collapse. He caught it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
So Ohio State's offense will take the field for the first time. And David, we'll see just how effective they can be on the ground running against a backer like this.
But they're going to do what they do, and they're going to feature their guy. He's an elite running back. You're a great linebacker. Let's see who wins this battle.
There have been entire defenses that haven't been able to slow this running back down. This linebacker, though, he's got the athleticism to do it himself.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try the run. At the 15, he's loose. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Pulls and fires complete. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's second and 11. To the air, it's Logan. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he avoids the tackle with the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking to go up top on first down. He's right on target. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll try the left side. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to pass. It's Hurtado. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in. Georgia lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets a block. And the returner will be brought down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed, his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll pull it down. You know those defenders wanted to light him up. Quarterback wisely gets down with the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stacks. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. To the ground with the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Runs through a tackle. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Catch in the middle, it's Horn. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll try it again. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Back to throw, it's Hurtado. Getting some heat. Makes his connection. And boy, is he complete. Down maybe just a couple of inches short. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. They'll try to sneak it.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in the game, 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Give to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Quarterback checking off. To the air, it's Hurtado. Got his man on the right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
Really nice job there as the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Dogs!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, you keep that passing game up, you can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Then the short completion brings up second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
It's complete. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's perfect. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner is stopped. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. They'll immediately call timeout. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Scanning the field, it's Hurtado. Coming after it. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Quarterback making adjustments with his receiver. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Going for the big play. Makes the grab inside the 30. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Athens to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah,
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollack, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to two guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
And the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Georgia going up tempo. With the run on first and goal. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And you put together drives, and you got to really get focused when you get down here towards the red zone and execute.
Wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here. Thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Powers forward. Touchdown, Georgia! And that one will give them the lead.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Quarterback on the keeper. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's first and 10.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious. The defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. To the air, it's Logan. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first-rounder in the future.
Takes the handoff. It's Cantrell. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The corners are walked up tight. They'll go right back to him. It's a live ball. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The defense takes matters into their own hands.
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, and it's happening in college football. We've got eyes on it. Check this out. Houston is lighting up the scoreboard behind an offense that looks just about as good as we've ever seen in Clutch City. They're up by 23 over Arizona. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Logan. Pressure coming. Finds his big tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
The Buckeyes are flying down the field. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only...
And he can't escape, and down he goes. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy, because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
He'll pitch it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Rich legacy of tough guys on that Georgia defensive front. Bill Goldberg, Jordan Davis, David Pollock, and you're not running on these dudes right now.
No, they set the tone, man. They hunker down on that line of scrimmage. They anchor the point. Such big, beefy guys every single year. you better start with something else. The running game, that ain't going to work.
And the Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll ride the hot hand. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense, because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, you're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Logan. He's got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Feeling some heat. Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Smart move to keep it on the ground. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ready to fire from the pistol. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with